We have on our latest Jungle Scholar winner, who is Treina Payton. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Congratulations on winning. There were a lot of different applicants, and we actually voted internally, and the whole team and everyone behind me chose you to be the winner. So congrats.
Thank you. I'm really happy about it, and I was really surprised.
Treina, why don't you tell us a little bit more about your background?
I am a single mom that's decided to go back to school to teach my kids. Basically, that is never too late to fulfill your dreams. I was a Navy paramedic, a combat paramedic, actually. I was one of the first females to be able to do so.
Treina, that's very inspirational, and thank you very much for your service. So how did you decide to go back to school? What made you choose to do that instead of staying with the military?
Well, I got out of the military and because I wanted to spend more time with my kids, of course. And basically, I went back to school just to, like I said, show my kids that it's never too late to go back and to fulfill your dreams.
What would you like to do after you graduate?
I'm trying to help develop an app for kids who are either runaways, who are in foster care, who have been exploited by the system, and also kids who are involved in sex trafficking. I work in insurance now, and I deal with a lot of foster kids, and the stories that I've heard would just break your heart.
I bet. Tell us a little bit more about your app idea.
Well, the app that I'm trying to help develop or trying to get developed is to get something that can be cloaked by another app. Because a lot of the stories that I hear from the kids, a lot of the times, they have pimps or people who are watching them, and most of the time they will take their phones from them at the end of the night to see who they were talking to and stuff like that. But some of these kids really just said, if I had a way to be able to contact someone or get real-time help, then I would definitely use it.
Treina, what can I do to help you either with your app or in the future? Are there any questions you have for me?
Well, my thing is, I don't know how to market my app to other people or to get it out there to other people because, of course, you don't want to overly market it because, of course, you don't want the people to not know, some people to not know what it is because it's supposed to help someone. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you want to get it out there so these kids know, but you don't want these bad guys who have these kids to know.
I imagine, like where do you think these kids go to for to kind of like search for help right now? Is it common for them to go to Google, or are there other kind of like help groups that they'd maybe be looking in? Or
I work in case management, and a lot of times the kids can call us directly at the insurance company. And believe it or not, there's a lot of insurance companies that do this now because they don't just look at their members as just members. They try to look at the whole situation as far as healthcare. A lot of times I don't hear about them until they go to the emergency room because they've been beaten up.
okay. So obviously you want to get to them before that. Do you think it's common for them to kind of like Google search of how to get help?
A lot of kids will say, well, I went to Google, but my phone was taken and they looked at my search,
Hmm.
my search history, and I got beat up because of that, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that maybe I could probably market to the hospitals, to a lot of the nonprofit groups, like the one that I want to start, that when these kids do come in, because usually it's by word of mouth, that kids, that are on the street, some of these advocates go out and look for these kids and say, look, this is how we can help you.
Is there anywhere else where you feel like there is or any areas you feel like there would be like a high density of this particular group of people or population, whether that is like regional or any other types of areas that you feel like you could target a little bit more?
Right now, the South is predominantly is really bad in the South because of the fact that the way that the healthcare system works, there's not a lot of questions being asked. A lot, especially like in Florida, your Georgia area, that 95 corridor.
Okay.
It really is really bad.
I guess you could theoretically build an app that was kind of disguised as, say, like a video game or something else, and it kind of had this like functionality built into it where you could also kind of call for help. And that way, like I guess if you're looking through your phone, you wouldn't really realize it because it was kind of masses of game. There's also a way to communicate for help back there.
Exactly. Something that I want to do too. Yeah.
Sounds like you're off to a good start with it. What are your thoughts for getting the app built?
Right now, it's just we were kind of like in the brainstorming functionality of it because of the fact that, like I said, there's so many different components that goes into it.
Right.
As far as making sure that it can be cloaked, so if someone's phone is taken away from them, that it doesn't show what they're doing.
Well, maybe just by getting on this video and other people watching it, maybe some people will be able to kind of reach out to you, offer help if they're specialized in this particular area.
That's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm going to use the money that you guys have given to me to put that to good use because I definitely want this to happen. I mean, it's something that has to happen.
That's a great cause. I'm sure you do hear just some very gut wrenching type stories of what some of these kids have to go through, right?
Very much so. I definitely do appreciate you all, believing in me and just giving me a chance to get it done.
Fantastic. Well, we do believe in you, Treina, and we wish you the best of luck with it.
I'm just very happy. Everybody was very proud.
Oh, yeah, I bet. And they should be. Well, thank you for taking some time of your day to chat with me. I've really enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great evening.
Bye.